Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 65, 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 2. My opponent is Rockstar, the goodest girl, of Maw Chromium, one of the mightiest accounts in the game. A big boy, up over 16 million. There are few accounts that I can look up to, but this is one of them. So that's going to be a thing. Should be a fun time. Go ahead and get ready for the prediction, get the music rolling, all the good stuff. But yes, good morning. Good morning, Arch. And good morning. We just had the raid in from Huts Hangout. How y'all doing? Appreciate you guys. Enjoyed watching most of the show here. We're getting ready here to go live. Prediction. So, I'm still going to stick with 2 or less, 3 or more against Rockstar. Rockstar is serious stuff. Go ahead. Something right about there. Something right. All right. Go ahead and get the stuff up on screen. Make ready. How's everybody doing today? Mentally drained from all the Vader's fist jokes. You know, I gotta say, I'm shocked you guys haven't been picked up by a major sponsor yet. You know, right up until this moment, I was sure that Disney was just about to pick up the phone. But I'm not as sure now. Yeah. Is this the mature stream? No comment. You guys seen me and Dagger go at it, so he who lives in glass house, not be stone casting, whatnot. Alright. So rank 4 fighting rank 5 here. My 15.6 million GP to Rockstar's 16.0. My top 80 GP, 3.19 million to his 3.21. My 305's Atus to his 302. Suck it, Trebek. JAC Omicrons, we both have 77. Top 80 average speed, my 166 to his 168. Not analysis. Plus 25 speeds, my 267 to his 342. 20-24s, my 565 to his 555. Plus 20s, my 832 to his 897. Plus 4% offense mods, my 232 to his 145. Nice. And plus 6% offense mods, my 82 to his 41. You're getting there. Yep. Yes, good morning. Good morning, Solipsistic, Bones, Steve, Green Russ, good morning. Mateus, hey. Good to see you guys. Had a lot of fun last night with the stream with TJ. By the way, at the tail end of the stream, Mole Pills, who generally just shows up and supports a lot of different streamers, popped in and subscribed to my Patreon, and because he doesn't play the game, he had me gift it to whomever, whoever I wanted. And, we had Wolf on with us last night. I checked with Wolf. He didn't have the stuff, so we hooked him up with that. Now he's got the Omega Bot Patreon and Hot Utils Patreon, courtesy of Pills. So appreciate you, man. Thank you. Incredible that you choose to support so many Spugga streamers while not playing the game yourself anymore. Thanks, man. Hey, thanks for the follow, Asherns. Yeah, hey, man, I got that pronunciation right on the first try. Okay, relic analysis. My 2417 to his 2550. Relic 9's my 136 to his 238. Holy shit. Holy shit. Have 100 more Relic 9's than Relic 8's 138 to his 51. Relic 7's my 11 to his 0. Okay, good stuff. Hey, Shake, good to see ya. Good to see ya. See, I told you you'd be able to catch this one. All right, rerolls, 371, 332. Level 9 Datacrons, my 55 to his 60. 6 to 8s, I have 5 And 3 to 5s, I have 4. He doesn't have any. Yeah, only a couple more are nice. Oh, the prediction's not live? I'm a professional. All right, there we go. Hey, Striker. Appreciate it. Sheepdog, Striker, Shake, all the patrons in the chat as well. Fantastic. Arj, of course. Yeah, when we're done here today, hopefully we'll be raiding into Arj. He is one of my patrons, but he's also a very competitive Grand Arena player. And decided to get into the content creation, so you know we want to pay the favor forward, for sure. Hey, Mateus, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. All right. We back from ads yet? You're welcome, buddy. Hey, more gift subs out from Mateus. Thank you kindly, man. That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Nice start to the day. Yeah, okay, I missed the ads over message. So you're all back now. We'll continue. All right, Galactic Legends. Let's see what jumps out. Crazy star. Kind of a thin JMK, yeah? Wow, that is really fast. Soka. 585. Holy moly. Arj with some gift subs out. Appreciate you, man. Thank you kindly. Wow. What is that? 5 gift subs out from Mateus, 3 from Arj. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. You're on the cusp of a hype train. Amazing times. Yeah. Always love to see the love getting shared. All right. Meta characters. Baylan. Crazy going down. Okay, so faster cat, that's fine. Wow, that's an unusual. Wow, so very high offense. Bane, 13.4k, but only 100k health at Relic 9s. Relic 9, that's pretty thin. So that must mean he must have tailored those mods for this meta, and I guess the meta before it, where you had a lot of health available on the Crumb. Otherwise, that's dangerous. But yeah, that is a pumping offense number. Wow. Okay. Really fast Dark Ray. Really like the... I wish I still had the mods available to keep my Jar Jar at like 340 plus. Really liked that. I envy that. Okay. Another protection modded Refa. Just can't get down with that. A lot of folks do it, though. A lot of folks do it. I'm not here to say it's wrong. It's just not for me, I guess. Another couple gifted subs. Man, that's 5 from each of you guys. Thank you, Ard. Appreciate all the gift subs. Sharing the love. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Omega Bot report. So, Rockstar usually is going late, within the last few hours. All right. Mod-wise, this is actually pretty competitive. We see that he takes the lead somewhere around 23, 24. And then, it evens up about 27. But otherwise, pretty competitive. DC Omicrons, we both have them all. Nothing to see here, folks. Dangerous man. So, we can see that he's had some drops, but the super majority of his attacks are 65 and then 64. And critically, where he's getting 65, he's getting it almost twice as often as his opponents are. It's a dead heat for 64. So, dangerous. All right, defense-wise, let's see what he's been setting. So, Cere Malicos, Baylan, Ahsoka with Watt, Jabba, Malgus, Saw, General Grievous, Leia Krex, Slacker, Saw Krex. Okay, Saw without Krex and with. He'll rotate that. Star Killer some of the time. Bam. They swallow exile last time. Okay. Executor, Leviathan, and Finalizer. So double meta on defense. Fine. Fine. Ooh. Delicious ban bait. Mmm. Tasty, tasty ban. See you never. Alright. Defenses by zone. We might expect to see Jabba, Slacker, Cere Malgus, and then it's your guess. Probably Rey, I would say. That's my instinct. All right, offensively. So he's been using Finn, Reva, JMK Cat, Gungans, Sith Eternal, Great Mothers, Queen. Wow, Great Mothers and Queen. DTMG, Aphra, Gas, Traya, JML, Bane. Yeah, that Bane for sure. All right. And then a mix of whatever's needed. Endurance, Radis. Yeah. He's going to sweat you. He's going to be willing to sweat you out with his Galactic Republic on your Executor. And then Executrix. Sometimes. All right. Very rarely will he save Leviathan. I think that's what I saw before this season, too. Okay. Teams that he has dropped on so far this season. Rey Swallow, Exile Ezra, Bam Maul, Lord Vader, Ahsoka Tano with Watt, Cere Malgus, Ahsoka with Exile Ezra, and a Jabba. Fleet-wise, he has dropped twice on Executor, so it goes rough sometimes with Endurance. And then Malevolence has gotten him once as well. See how all that pans out. All right. Get back in. How are we looking on the predict? Oh, crap. I gotta... Oh, boy. He's been busy. Okay. Good news. I think that... Amusingly enough, thank you, Rockstar, if you're out there. It looks like you just cleared my front wall, so this is perfect timing. Thank you. Let's see where the prediction... All right, it says 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. I'll give you guys to the 2-minute mark, and I'm going to cut off the voting. Get those last-minute votes in. How do you think this is going to go? Am I going to have 2 or less drops? 3 or more? What's it going to be? Boy, that's going to be tough. Luforic 123. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Man or woman, as the case may be. I don't know. Can't make assumptions. But thank you, nevertheless. All right, time to cut that vote off. You lost by 3 banners. You want to break something? Yeah. Were you a victim of the short banners bug? Or did you just straight up lose it? I mean, it's frustrating either way, but I know which one would be worse for me. All right, end submissions. So 72% of you say 2 or less. Okay, so you saw, maybe you're thinking because of last stream when I managed to have no drops against Zid. You're thinking I've got this in the bag on Rockstar? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It's we'll see. All right. Yeah. 28% of you went 3 or more. All right. Have a look at the board. Oh, wow. He's just hacking and slashing. All right. So we'll more or less be able to cover this live. Let's take a look at bottom front. All right. Now, while we were talking here, he cleared a couple of these teams. So he one-shot something for 65 and something for 63. I know he got Jabba for 62. So that was his first attack. But to 2-shot both of these? I must have did. Right, that's how math works. Yes. Good. Okay, so he there's a 65 must have been on Bam. So he just crushed Bam. Is that DTMG? DTMG can beat this. I was thinking about putting in Cara Dune, because that is the great danger to DTMG, right? Just getting chain locked down. So, all right. Jabba, yeah, 62. So then he had to withdraw on Cere. Then he cleaned it up for 36, it looks like. And then Queen, he killed Padawan Obi-Wan and Grandmaster Yoda on the first go. Cleaned it up for 45. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Top side, let's see what he's done. See if we can't infer. All right, 2 one-shots. Well, he 59 something just now. What is it that you were 59? Was that see Bane on Rey? I know you didn't solo GL this Great Mothers. What is this sorcery? Okay. Man, I missed a couple things. Damn it. What did he do? 65 on something to 647. Okay, so I think he 65 saw just now. So yeah, I put Saw on defense because you can see me use that against Queens. Rockstar looks to really like Queen Amidala on offense. So, whatever. I could, if I don't have a specific purpose to keep a team as powerful as Saw, I prefer to have it on defense. But if you're going to have it on defense and not have it be like a complete freebie for CLS, then you have to commit cracks too. So. Alright, so you still got to deal with Traya, Lord Vader, and Baylan is down with Mercenary Hunter and Hondo. Alright, we'll see what he does there. And again, up top, he still has to contend with this Ahsoka. So yeah, I haven't been setting this Ahsoka comp myself yet with Wada in it, but he had a drop on it last week, so why not? And why have, Ahsoka and Rey up here? Because at this point, you kind of know what you're reserving for it. And if I know that you know what you're doing, then I would rather you deal with your assigned fights up top and have to make, difficult choices down bottom so that, only after you clear it do you get to deal with the top and then whatever challenges I had in the back. That's how I'd prefer to play against somebody like Rockstar, who's going to set a decent defense, but is generally keeping the right teams to be clean. So that's kind of the thought. All right. Can't talk about Fleet, obviously, but let's go ahead and move over to Rockstar's defense. Top side, it's Cere, Malicos, RJT, Ninth Sister, and crew with a stat 20 crew. Followed by the new Bad Batch with double Wrecker. Okay, so no Batcher. I really would probably just prefer to save something like JML for this if I could, to be honest. All right, Malgus, BR, BSF, Sith Marauder, set. No Mallet. Is Malik in a Sith Eternal comp on defense? Did he use it on offense? Is that his is that one of his tanks that he prefers to use with Sith Eternal against Ahsoka compositions like mine? Or is there something really crazy in the back? Something like a Star Killer with Malik. I don't know. All right, and then he's got his own Saw down, so that's interesting. Because he did have a drop on Queen. No, he didn't use Saw for that. It does have Nest in there. Does that kind of demand Inquisitors out of me? Is that what that is? I gotta think about that. All right, bottom front. Oh, he was clean on another fight, yeah? 54. So the 54 was Ahsoka. Oh, so that's like what? EKM and you barely survived? That is about as bad as it can go. That should drop then, I guess. Too close. All right, bottom front. He's got Ahsoka, Exile Ezra, General Syndulla, Huyang, and Fulcrum. How dangerous is this? Decently, yeah. The turn meter thing, too. The good news is that the ultimate won't be, like, instantaneous because it's not the Ahsoka Tano level 9. Nice. All right, Slacker, Dark Ray, Hux, Faust, Red. Yeah, man. Yup. Gotta make a call there. Is that gonna be JMK? I don't think it can be for me. Because I believe I have GK down with my Ray team. Which means it's not an option. Did TJ have to do ships? I haven't heard from him just yet about how this round's going. I gotta skip this track. It's crazy. Okay. He's looking good. He's looking good. Hey, Spovo. Good to see you guys. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I've been kind of funneling in here. Gotta catch up with the chat. The Pain of Demise. Hey, Task. Good luck with your match. Appreciate it. Looking at your bracket, I see you got 2 of the randoms. Yeah, the Erodiums. Hopefully you won't get matched with them. I mean, if I lose this round, that's possible. If I win this round, I'm feeling pretty good that I'll be fighting Asa, who is the #1 man in the world. Even if I win that match, I won't be higher ranked than him by a long shot. He's got, if you take a look at the rankings, he's got something on the order of 300 rank on me, something like that. He would have to lose a bunch for me to disrupt him from top. But yeah, that's what it would have to be. TJ's busy oiling his biceps. Hey, Cosley, good to see you. All right, so he's got that Slacker there. Then we've got Ray. Oh, yeah, with Zalbar. Okay, Swallow, Zalbar, Cal, and Xeris with the Calcon. I like that. Kind of a nice comp. It doesn't provide the passive crit immunity that GK does, but you do get a more or less permataunt with Zalbar. I haven't used him myself the last round or two, so that's an interesting consideration. I'll think about that. All right, Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Embo, and Cad with the Cadcron. Yeah, I mean, I gotta try Aphra, right? Okay, has our man done anything else? Was he hit a wall? Or is he taking a well-deserved break? Because he's gone above and beyond, the streamer courtesy of clearing the bottom front wall. So appreciate you again, my man. Thank you. How important is this match? I mean, I'm in the top bracket, so it's important that I win it. There's no reason to pull out, you got to pull out the stops, right? There's nothing to hold back at this point. Because if I win this, I'm fighting the big man, and it's part of the journey to get to rank 1 and stay rank 1 for the end of a season. But like I was saying before, here I am at 45.77. Guys, 48.13. Now you lose 30-something up to 40-something rank, depending on when you lose, how often you've been losing. I'm not certain on the algorithm. But rest assured, he would have to lose a bunch. Look at, even Sasha would have to lose a handful of times for it to really matter much for me. So these guys are the winningest pair, and it'll take a while to unseat either. But for the first time in pretty much a year, I'm in striking distance of these guys, so I'm happy to be there. Irakoro, why would Zalbar be preferred instead of L3? Well, Zalbar kind of has a similar effect, right? He's going to start with Taunt, and whenever he loses Taunt, he gains Taunt. The only way to basically prevent that would be Fracture, Isolate, something like that. But the Taunt's returning, and in some ways, it's more guaranteed to be on him than L3, right? Because L3 eventually, you know, when she's done charging up to stage 3, you don't have that extra skill to give you taunt, so it's only your first special that you have to heal your allies, put it back up on yourself, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, excited to see this. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good one. I haven't fought RØXTΔR in a while. He's a gentleman, good guy. It's going to be a fun match. All right. So yeah, he didn't do anything else back here. Okay, man's taking a break. That's fair enough. First order of business, then. Aphra. Where's my girl? We're bringing out the big gun. I brought Darth Vader the last time I did this, and he was basically a dud. I've also had to rob him of some speed recently, so by the time he went, the fight was pretty well in hand. I'm thinking that I'm not going to need GG. If I've accurately scouted him, I don't think I'm going to need to reach into something like GG. If I do, we'll have to figure something out. We can't rely on it. But I'd rather have the B2 here to make sure that I'm never impeded. I have another way of getting target locked down. Stuff like that. All right, we want HK in the HK crown, yeah? This is what we're looking like. Honestly, not the very best stats. I tried to roll away the health. Everything else that kept coming up was worse. Grab big IG or HK. Well, IPD is nice. I just like the reactivity of B2. And the last time I think I ran with IPD, by the time he went, like, 3 of the sides were dead. It was like Jabba and Chrysanthemum left. So I was like, why did I have this guy? At least I get something out of B2. All right, let's see what happens. I haven't fought the Cagcron before, so... Now this is not serious tenacity, right? So we are likely to land our debuffs. We just have to hit harder than they do. What are we doing? Okay, good. No ads. No Night Sisters. Hate to see it. Hey, Frickbrack. Going on task. Glad to catch the stream. Yeah, I'm glad YouTube is live today. That was completely my botch. Arj, you were right about that. I talked to Womp, and I guess the start stream, I guess I needed to hit that because I was so audacious as to schedule the YouTube stream last night with TJ for the very first time, scheduling a stream, and apparently you have to hit an extra button to launch that on YouTube. The more you know. Roll it. Saldag, hey man, all the patrons, man. Thank you guys so much. Good morning. Morning, Tats. How goes the stream? You're catching the first fight, so enjoy. If we die, we die. Yes, this is the droid we're looking for. So, we can't call assist. You would be kind of important to kill. We can't call assist on to Bouch. I would prefer to have, but perfection. I can't call an assist onto her anyway, so we're gonna do this. We use him de Boomba. Let's do the fear for once. Chop chop? Not quite. Guess I've already committed to the kill there. That's fine. You scared me, cat. No, this is not Rub's time. This is very serious Grand Arena time. Fate of the world hinges on this battle. It is warm in here, yeah. I can. Big lad. Sure, we'll do this. There we go. Rat. Rat, bat. You would call yourself. I don't want to call my man. All right, there it is. All right. I think we were equal on that. I think we both got 62 on that fight. Rockstar cleared another fight or two. Jeez, this guy is industrious. Okay. Finish that last team up top. All right, so he got Fugitive Omega for 65. And he got 75 on one of the fleets. Boo! Boo, I say. Damn it. So, yeah, I don't actually... who just said in the chat? All right, let's see here. Yes, you were right, Arch. You were right about that. You were correct. That's what I am acknowledging. You were correct. I misunderstood you, and I acknowledge that. Painted Demise. I got wrecked facing Jabba earlier in my match. Went against my biggest opponent, who was almost 15 million GP against my 11. He had a ton of R9, so a lot of battles did not go well for me. I get that. You're punching well above your weight then, so there is sometimes, size limitation. Dr. Faust. So B2 is here to clear the special hut buff and target lock at the expense of giving them extra turn meter. Oh, buff immunity before he dispels. Never mind. Yeah. We're trying to do it all. And B2 is there for the reasons you mentioned as well, to strip the Hut Cartel buff off. It slows their momentum. You can see that with him there, I'm sure it wouldn't be too much different if I had Darth Vader. He'd have some more ultimate charge. But it feels very comfortable. And this is how I used to do it back in the day when I was worried. Like, when I'm more comfortable, I'll use Darth Vader. But again, not holding anything back. We're not trying to go for the cheapsy. And yeah, Gamer says, it's so tense, you have to play this round without a drop? No, we've gotten a couple hits here. It doesn't have to be quite so clean. I guess you can't see that because no, you can see the drop count over there. That's against my Cere team, Malicos, Fulcrum, Crew, and Maul, and then my Queen Amidala. So those two help. Yeah. Saldag says, considering I've lost Slacker versus Jabba, and by extension my GAC the last two rounds, that felt good. Yeah, that's the first Jabba I think I fought this season, and that is the Cadcron. That Cadcron did nothing. I don't know if any of them really effectively will do anything, but yeah. Now you'll see that I ran this Hut Cartelcron that has the Mob Enforcer level 9, but I didn't run Mob Enforcer. This is Boba Embo. It is getting cold in here. Because the window's open. Alright, still has to do those. No moves there. What's next? Don't I have this? Yeah, these were the notes that I wrote out yesterday. What was I doing? Okay. I think we're gonna do Leia here. And yeah, for all the patrons that were hanging out with me yesterday when I was scouting this, you all know, like, I put a lot of work into this match in particular for the scouting because so much is on the line. All right. Resistance penetration. This is the one. Salvek says, I don't know why that team's been such a thorn in my side this week, but Slacker is definitely getting the remod for next week. Fair. Why does Drogon only have one hand? Yeah, I don't know. What's up with the web? My man. This is what war does. This is what war does to a man. Like, melts two fingers together. I don't know. That looks like a Gungans hand almost. Holy crap. No, that's like that's a whole wobbly, no-bone baby arm thing going on. What's that about, man? What have you survived, my dude? Jeez. Do I have Darkside Ray? Asks Spovo. Yeah, I do. Why? Why do you ask? Yeah, everybody says that. The offense pen is better. The offense is better than resistance pen, and I understand, but that's where I'm at with my set 19, and I'm not doing it. Hellable in the chat says Phocomelia is the name of the condition with this arm. Is that the medical term for no bone baby arm with like webbed fingers? Or nigh upon webbed fingers? Fused fingers, maybe, is the better term. They were trying. You guys weren't kidding. You're saying that was deliberately intended to be made to be inclusive of his disability. Oh, okay, I mean, it's a completely fictitious character from the start, though. It seems odd to go that specific. You succeeded in representing it because it definitely looks representative. Fair. Okay, it is 100% intentional. Okay. Hoomt in the chat says, I think the medical term is my strong hand. Good reference. Solid. All right, you have every character in the task says, yeah, Spo says, Task, you have every character in the game and probably some that aren't even released. Yeah, we'll see. This Appa or whatever looks amazing. They put a post out on it? Yeah, I'm sure they did. I probably even read it. Okay. Yeah, Faust. We've got a set of ads about to come up, so I can show you guys how the mods look on these guys. So, 170. So yeah, I used to have her about 575, 572, 3, 4, 5, something like that. I had her, no, 574 is what she was, but only 170,000 health. I had a couple matchups versus teams not unlike this one where I remember my Leia getting chopped up, and that might happen in this match. I'm willing to take the risk. But the point is that I didn't survive with 170k, and I have been surviving with 176. That is not a data set. That is just a casual observation on a handful of fights, but I don't regret dropping 4 speed for another 6,000 health is the point. And then I went for a little bit of armor added, 64%. Crazy there. Rogan, I took this, I updated his modding a few weeks back. I took this straight from Zid. I loved this, so shout out to Brilliant Zid. But yeah, health primary with strong offense secondary. This mod is not worth calibrating further. At this point, it's like 75 cost calibrate, and knowing that, you know, I could get flat protection or flat defense just as easily as I could get the percent offense that I'd be going for, just not worth it at this point. So I'm working on finding a new mod for that. Still though, I like that it's fast, because what you will see is that he's still 330 at the end of the day. All right, crit damage triangle, high offense on there, reasonably high offense, whatever. Health primary, again, high offense secondary, right? Speed, offense, speed, health, offense. And what does it add up to? 106,000 health, which is then getting increased by 50% in Grand Arena, right? From the Omi. 330 speed. I don't know. Maybe you don't need to be this fast anymore, but I felt like I'd try to keep him around the same speed, so I was happy to do that. The special offense. So this could honestly be higher. I know folks that are 16K plus, 17K plus. I want to, like, that's with an offense primary, but the point is these could be better, and I concede that. I am working on that long term. Obviously, this is great. This will work just fine. But this is what it is at the end of the game, is these tweaks, these little optimizations, and yeah. So with this build, we're both really robust, much harder to burst, you would think, and still having a lot of damage. I'm into it. That's what we're up to. Hey, Graph, good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, I told you, this would be, at a reasonable time for you. Brickfrack says, Drogon's condition never held him back from torching stormtroopers and local flora on the Forest Moon of Endor. Yeah, those who underestimated the rebels, were savagely beaten to death by Ewoks on the Forest Moon of Endor. Tin can crushed by the Ewoks on the Forest Moon of Endor. Bad way to die, embarrassing way to die. So, fair. Very fair. Alright, I made a damage calculator for how much damage Drogon should do here, and you want to test it, says Faust. Okay, good. Well, we'll take a look at R2 now, and this should give you the last piece of the puzzle, right? So, I went with an offense health set. Again, this is health primary, offense secondary, speed. Same idea. Health primary, strong offense secondary, speed, health, offense, some speed. I haven't been successful getting to re-roll that tenacity into either offense or speed, so it's probably going to stay as it is. Health, offense, speed, a little bit of health, I guess. Health and speed, and then health, offense, a little bit of speed. How's it add up, though? 130,000 health at Relic 9 is huge. This has got to be among some of the biggest ones in the game. 300 speed's a fine mark for him to be at. Doesn't need to be quite that fast, but I like it like that. It's fine. Had him a little slower. Had him a little faster. Good, though. And then what we're looking for is all this offense, right? So the physical offense gets passed to physical damage dealers. The special offense, percentage, whatever the bonus is from his unique, is, special damage dealers are getting a chunk of this. So, big offense share. So here you go on screen, Faust. I think you've got the info you need. Can I show you R2's special offense and Ezra's resistance? Sure can. So here's the full special offense page. All right, hopefully you got that. And yeah, appreciate you, Tellable. You said, what an incredible arrow. Yeah, man, that tenacity's stubborn. It won't move for me, but it is a good arrow. It is. It served me for a long time on a lot of different characters. This has been on Hondo over the years. Rey at a different point in time. Yeah, a good one. All right, Doctor, let's go back and take a look. You said you wanted to see, what was it? Ezra's resistance. Gotcha. We gotcha. Special survivability, so there, 49.6% resistance. What you got for me? $18.30. Yeah, not too late. Not too late. All right. I think I am going to run this, though. Oh, there's a sicko with 152,000. Okay, I guess I should have said when that 130 being so high, that's also in with like an offense set. If you're that sounds like that's pure health sets. which is not terrible. I just like all the offense that gets handed out, whether I'm using R2 with my Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan in Raid, whether I'm using him here. I like the offense handed out. Okay, all right, Faust, you've got your prediction. If Drogon's big hit, so the basic, the empowered basic, does 340 to 377,000 damage. My calculation is working. Otherwise, I have some of the additive and multiplicative buffs wrong. All right, let's see how it goes. We're not in an ad set, so we're good. Nervous about this. Have to do. Okay, sure this will be fine. Good. It's not a buff immunity though, right? It's true, but I have to force this. We have to do this right now. And that's so bad. All right, here we go. This is on you. Just in time for all this abuse, right? Please, yes. Okay, so what? This one here, I think, right now? Drogon coming up soon. Theaters near you. Ooh, yeah. All right, there's stage 1. It came out faster than anticipated. Not super thrilled about that. Lock her? No, I don't think that works the way I want it to. Lock this one, probably. Yeah. Okay, so this is it. If this is it. 509. It was higher than what you thought. Something's a little off, but nothing too screwy, man. So there's a stagger that we can hit here. We can AoE. We can take. Let's take the DI for his sake, because if he's going to come out of stealth, I don't want him to die. Okay, he was still in stealth, so I should have probably basic to preserve. Alright. And this is dope. We are getting to where we're trying to go. Folks that need to die. I want you gone. Please, kindly. Nope, don't you dare. Leave Brittany alone. We can assist onto you, Brett. So close and yet so far. Okay. Mastery stacking. Oh, I could have tried to take the TM there. Kind of a waste. Don't you dare. We get that finish? Like you're gone. Hey, don't you dare. Stop that. Move. Up, bust a move. Brap, brap. Yep, the double brap. Don't bother. What am I gonna do with you? I got 2.5 minutes, and you're actually gonna be a problem if I don't manage it quick. You can lose this fight just off of her. Sure, we'll do this. 2.5 minutes. Can't take too long. Soka herself can take a little while. Ow. Would rather you not, for the record. We get around to something akin to... Oh my god. We are a year away. You dare. You kill him. I'll do nothing to you. Complain about it. So there. Okay. 2. And we're almost back up to ultimate? Yes. Like it. Like it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Almost there. At last. I will absolutely take that opportunity. Basic and big hit. With panache. Big bat. 65. All right. We should touch base, Dr. Faust. I have a calculator built as well. We can workshop. Yeah. You guys are super helpful with that stuff. Appreciate you. Share anything on my Discord, and I'll sticky it like I did your other calculator. So, nice. You had a little afternoon slumber, Vin. What did I miss? You're only 2 fights in, so it looks like, what is it? Is he fully cleared me? Oh man, we put it down 17-16. What happened? Oh yes, yes, yes. The absolute best case scenario. I rotated Houndstooth to the front because I saw he's favoring doing like endurance and the like, or Executrix, really. He likes Executrix a lot. And then, dig this. If you have opponents that are skilled in using Radis to take on Malevolence, whether it's the Spy up front or the traditional composition with Sunfac and Vulture up front, Spy coming off the bench, Radis is able to handle those two pretty readily. But when you put triple Geos up front, that, for reasons that are not entirely clear to me yet, takes a big bite out of that win rate. And so I'm hoping that's what happened here. But you can see that that first attempt, it looks like he got closed out before the second reinforcement. Or maybe he had to back out. I don't know. Tough to read that. Anyway, 2-2 shots. Adore it. Banner scoring is screwed too. Yeah, we're both, we're both equally screwed on that, is how I kind of view it. All right, what happened in the back? Yes, and a 2-shot on Traya Lord Vader. Nice, nice. All right, we got some money there. Wow. Dig that. All right. Doctor. Might be forgetting to add in defense loss from Leia Fearless procs. Appreciate it, Big Ninja. Says very clean, very nice. Thank you. You drank too much during the pod and you're passing out while you do laundry at your hotel. Take care, Mateus. Thank you for tuning in, man. Now sleep it off. Get some water before your head hits the pillow. You're gonna regret it, man. Cosley, hey, happy task. That's right, yeah. I'm glad that one worked. I was mildly nervous about the counter, and yes, the drops. The drops are unexpected. That is better than I had hoped for. So I'm terrified of what's on that back wall. Is CG aware of the score bug again? I'm pretty sure they put out a note about it yesterday. Did they not? Yeah, all right, no problem, Faust. Glad we could help with a little troubleshooting there for you. Okay, well, hats off to you, Rockstar. Well done on the clear. You know, the onus is on me now to full clear. See how it goes. Well, I said it was going to be Bane. Worried. When Faust is in there, there's a chance of counterattack. If there's counterattack, I should take Set. But my Set's a thick lad, and that's disadvantageous. I need... Because they can ignore... Oh, shit. They can... But that's not the point. It's not about taunt. The issue is that if I open up with third, they can counterattack because of Faust being there. And if they counterattack right onto Bane, it's over. So Set would at least prevent that counterattack backslap. Then right after it, it's a dud. Talon would honestly be the ideal choice to run. What is it that I should do here? I prefer Faust when I put this on defense myself for this reason. It is more dangerous. Bet you that's some stupid dummy armor pen. Yup! Stupid dummy armor pen. We were right. I was right to be concerned. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Hmm. 80%. Why? Why is Bane's sass 80%? Is it... It must be bad if you stealth. Yeah, if you stealth, you've got yourself a real problem. Looks like it's going to hurt. 28 seconds. It's just a blowout. Why did you lose? You don't have enough health to withstand that backslap. That could be death. Arj says, has anyone got experience versus Aphra with the BB-8? No, I haven't fought an Aphra team yet with the new Droidcron. Yeah. Yeah. No big experience there, man. Hard to say. Interesting suggestion, Wilco. I see your thing in the Patreon chat. I will think about that. That's a good one. All right. The health and offense, you didn't have sufficient damage. People survived. So that is a threat. Yeah, you can't try to outbulk this team. That's not the point of what you're doing here. It needs to be a blowout. Folks need to be gonzo. So, okay. I guess I'll take the calculated risk. The one thing we must not do is use her stealth. We need her to be exposed. Armor penetration, we're just going to take this beast. Alright. Yeah, you're right, Arj. Her kit is biased towards dark side droids, Aphra's, and you do trade off a good bit. You don't get to have the summon droid if you bring in a light side droid, or basically anything that isn't a dark side droid. You're saying Darth Vader specifically. Yeah, it'd be a problem. Bane. Yeah, I think we'll do it. Think about this. So we're going to do third into second. Hey, Wolfman! Ryrock! Happy Uptassinix! Appreciate both of you guys. How's it going? Good afternoon to yous. Well, we probably got a whole mess of people here right now, don't we? Just didn't check Twitch. Wow, we got 60 people in here. Good afternoon, everybody. Or evening, depending where you are. Or morning, if you wish. And also, we got 30 viewers over on YouTube. Nice. Good show out. Thanks, guys. Hey, Boss One. Good to see ya. Hola. Where are you at in the world, Boss One? Where in the Spanish-speaking world are you from? Really love all the international fans, man. That's so cool. All right, we're back from ads. It's time. Let's see if we have a problem. Hey, sweetness, what's up? You're gonna steal that, aren't you? Please don't eat me immediately. I beg you. Oh God, stop. Okay, I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. Maybe? I feel less fine. Basic. Please, stop. Hate it. All right, we're okay. 64. Did I write in all this? Wow, I've been so focused that I didn't even write all these. So what was that? That was 62 plus 10 for the Aphra. Go ahead and done Ray. Yeah, true. Bane Sass was 64. Leia was 65. Good so far. Ray swallows Al, Karth, and Zaris. Is this the sort of thing you do, Star Killer, or you don't, Star Killer? Now, before you answer that, know that I do not have it modded for my Star Killer to be ahead of Mara Jade. So, I still keep the traditional modding. That's right. That is right. Okay, you're French. You're French, boss. Okay, I assume. Yes, that's right. That's why I like to do the round 2 stream at this time, tellable, for the international audience. Sodlike says, welcome to the Tacit Extreme, where we hem and haw over a fight for 15 minutes for it to be over in all 30 seconds. Look, it's only genius because it worked. Long-term fans know that we'll hem and haw for 15 minutes and then lose for reasons that we discussed in that 15 minutes. So, pick your battles, you know? I mean, it is what it is. Interesting. Shake is recommending BKM versus Aphra. I mean, it makes sense after a fashion. Yeah. I can see that. Okay, yeah, let's look at this Ray Cup. Ray, Swolo, what was it? Al, Eris, and... Was it? Was it GK? No, it was Alvar, that's right. I mean, nobody running knows Alvar. Let's exclude some. Not this, not this, not this, not this. And I think that whatever else is remaining here, some idea. Yeah, Star Killer doesn't look like the droid we're looking for. So it appears that it would be JMK or Slacker. Who is it that I would... I'm pretty confident that JMK is the right move here. Because I have GK on defense, so Mace is advantageous here. We can use him to ability block, Swallow, keep him locked down for the most part. Mum brought me those brownies. We have a thief who is stealing my brownies and counting. He runs away. That's right. That's right. Well, I didn't...
That's called stealing?
It is stealing. I'll tell you what. I'm going to eat this last brownie. I'm going to mute my mic so people don't hear me chewing it, but I'm going to eat this last brownie before it is stolen, and I have a little bit of coffee to go with it. So here we go. I weep. It's all gone. I only got one little bite of brownie. Mrs. T brought me my portion, and my daughter stole 2/3 of my portion. Chocolate brownies. They were delicious. For those of you who are asking, I regret not having more. So, my loss. My loss. That's right. You wanted to hear the chewing, Oberon? You know, some other time. Some other time. Shake, she already had her brownies, and now we come to steal the father's brownies. That's what it is. 2/3 of my 1/2 portion. Yeah, I mean, you know, 2/3 of my guess is my you know, Mrs. T split it up 40%, 40%, 80%. So I got 1/3 of my 40%. That's my guess. Sound alert's not working? I heard the things that need to die on my end. You didn't hear it? But I should have said it. Things that need to die. After one. But no, I heard it myself. You did not? Are you folks not hearing it? I'll have to check that later. Thank you for the note. I'll keep that in mind. All right. How are we doing this? We're working ourselves up to ultimate. We'll take the first smite that we can get onto Cal. It's going to be a long fight. Mace is going to help us chip down Zalbar over the long term, I think. But it could be a long fight. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. No point in doing the third immediately to Cat. We'll have to wait a little bit for Cal anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Now swap back to JML, third Cat. Let's see. We all have buffs, so we'll get the mass assist. We'll take the ultimate charge factor. Al is still having instant defeat immunity, we see. Special. Yes, don't mind if I do. Let's go for the middle. See if we can't get the stun and the dispel. Nice move. Yeah, that's right, you little thief. There's no third brownie there for you to take. That's right. Look at you, eating up the crumbs shamelessly. Sweet thing that you are. That's right. That's right. It's downright criminal. Man can't have anything anymore. Alright, we'll basic here. Okay, this one's gotta be like this then. Yeah, we're still waiting for our smite. Get rid of your buffs. Have those. You are vulnerable. Let's have that then. Okay. You. I really want to deal with... Ooh, this could be an opportunity. Go like so. Okay, we force the DI. She's going to ult anyway, so that looks good. We'll take that. No, we'll save the heal for just afterwards, because, yep, that might have hurt more. Thankfully, you know, no offense up, nothing else further boosting him. We've got the point for us, which is nice. See that Taunt and Retribution stay forever. That feels to be a superior choice to me. Alright, this is probably not the best that trade there, for his sake. Now that I think about it, but, you know... We'll make do. Yes, basic here again. I was going to try and go for that anyway. Armor shred here. Sure. Yep, DI. So we're going to get a whirlwind out. How we looking? Shields up? Shields up for the whirlwind. Seems appropriate. Okay. Okay. Alright, yeah, you're here doing that. Up. Almost. Die. Okay. We're well ahead on turn meter, so we'll be able to him flatten. Get out of here. 2 minutes to win it. Possible worry about him, but I really need to make sure that you die. We haven't really gotten through her DI yet. It's a concern. Point of concern. Master, a minute and a half to kill 3 characters. Actual concern. Yeah, probably should have just... Basic. Don't panic now. Don't panic. That's okay. We'll do that. It's alright. This. Come on. Moves are taking too long. There's the ultimate we need. Go for that. We have to take that. Stuff's taking too long. Okay, you're dead. You die. Quickly. Quickly, quickly. You too. All of you, die quickly. Alright, so there's DI. You're gonna do something. Right, that's fine. You're about to follow up. This timing is good. Is it powerful enough? Yeah. Okay, okay. Hey, I thought it was not gonna work. Hey, had him the whole time. Alright. Mark it as a 65. We are through the front wall clean. Beautiful. Beautiful. What lies in wait? Savage Traya. Anti-Sith Eternal composition. I have been bitten by this before. Not today, Satan. If I die, it won't be because of that fight. That matchup in particular. Okay, yeah, alright, so we've got Baylan. Cere Hondo. I like that a lot, honestly. And then you've got GMos, yeah. Trooper. Okay, so it is Marin. Yeah, that can be dangerous. Alright, I gotta think about that. What do we have here? Gas, Malgus, Diva. What all did I have mapped on my write-up? Okay, so Slacker was budgeted for something like Leia. We don't see Leia. Leia is available. Baylan, Gungans or JML, I've heard good things about. I've seen that Gungans can lose, but I have a mind to try it, right? I do have the room, and I know you guys like science, so yes, Jabba, Tarpoon, Valence. Let me catch up with the chat here real quick. All right. Yeah, appreciate it, Striker. I'm sure Womp will be able to help me troubleshoot it later. But Oberon says, news break. Tass feeds his child only the crumbs left from his meal. Film at 11. Fantastic. That is right, Arch. It was not even close. Anyone who says otherwise. All right. Malgus could probably not go well there. What are we doing? GML could be used here. Sith Eternal is going to be nice and easy there. Something else. Okay. Well, what did I have written down? Saw. Yeah, I mean, I can do Reba. Mm-hmm. He didn't set me any DTMG food. So Sith Eternal is also going to be nice against that Cere team. Alright, well, we can't do everything then. How interesting. If you were not going to put Malik in here, I really would not have put Set in, especially if you're running this tank revive, because now I can do something like JML, swap to Jedi Cal, ignore all this protection on Set, pop him relatively easy, consume the tank revive, and then smite Malgus. So JML may go there. And what does that mean for Fugitive Omega? So I think a lot of this attack is going to depend how Gungans goes versus this. I guess I should check. Are there certain comps that are highly resistant to Gungan? Is it a Kirikron? It is a Kirikron. Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Riva's bum. JML doesn't look good. You can do it apparently with Gungans, but it doesn't look extra safe. I will say that. But Gungans might tank out there. What else is there? Clacker, Bane, of course. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it still needs to be dealt with properly. What about his fugitive Omega team? Nobody rammed up. Exclude Batcher then, because that would be the point. Malgus. Really? Malgus? Gas some of the time? Oh, terrible with BKM, but it'll apparently do it. Okay. Oh, this is no clean. What manner of... Malgus eats it. Everything gets it. So that might mean that Slacker needs to be applied there. This is sample size of 1. We can see that this was an ambitious attempt. They still got through the Echo. I think I can attempt this. I think I will. We've got the room to try. All right. Tiny Bubbles, hello there, and good morning, y'all. Hey, what's going on? Good to have you here. I just cleared the front wall. We've got no drops so far. Things are looking great. No Lord Vader. Wow. Okay, so, I mean, the good news is we put up a hell of a defense on Rockstar. We got 2 holds up front on Cere and Queen. Up top, no holds. In the back, 1 hold on Traya Lord Vader. And then the ever so rare double fleet hold. Dig that. Alright. So we're looking pretty. We haven't dropped anything, so that's why I'm doing the usual, being careful. Saw Kyle losing X nest. I should look into that as mass tenacity. A note to myself to look. Hellable says, actually, Task, can I ask your opinion about character modding? I'm only in Kyber 2 or 3, not a top 5 player, don't have the same mod depth. Understood. Feel free to ask anything. I can only give you the point of view that I've got, though, right? I'm not the guy to talk about mid-game or early game with real knowledge, because I haven't been there in years and years now, so I wouldn't want to steer you astray, but in as much as I can answer you, absolutely. Happy to do so. Still kind of thinking here. All right, it's time to start writing something. So I feel like Cere wants Sith Eternal. That's probably the best use. So C. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, we would just take the 2 back, right? 70. We're not starting with extra. Yeah. So C, arm, GBA set, something like that. It's probably like a 57. Malgus. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be JML, Jedi Cal, JKR, JKL. Oda? Jolie. Jolie would be the safe choice. I mean, I don't know that I want to risk anything. Right. Fugitive Omega, not 100%. Maybe I risk Malgus. I don't know what you guys think about that. What exactly is this OG Wrecker going to do for them? Yeah. Nothing that I don't think Malgus can't handle. Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, Sith Marauder. Thaw Luthen. Riva? Thaw Luthen Nest is Riva? Great Mothers. Yeah, I don't know that I've got a super good answer for that, actually. Now, that's a challenge team. So maybe I should be thinking about using gas somewhere. I think gas might be able to handle Saw. Think there's meat on them bones? Let me handle these. Ah, there it is. Gas. Gotcha. So probably not Reva. What does that mean? I have Reva for Great Mothers now. That is a thing. That's going to be Slacker. So that means ooh for Savage. Yeah, I can't... So we attempt the Gungans, and if the Gungans fail, then we have to rotate Slacker. But otherwise, Slacker, Gray, Hux. There's debuffs. Speed. Cost. Could be actually better just to have Foo. Double swipe. Wipe them both out. Okay. I think we've got our plan on paper. So the next... Now, why do you remember Reva losing against Great Mothers? Because you are correct to have remembered it that way. It lost for me because I used a non-bolt Kron. I think that's kind of the essence of making that fight stick. Because you lose momentum after your opening burst. You need to get around to your cooldowns again, right? And you need to survive until then. So that's what I'm suspecting I think is the right move. All right. Tellable asks, just curious about Lord Vader, with the caveat that, of course, he's changing soon. I've seen 100 good players mod him 100 different ways. Speed health, speed potency, crit damage set, some prot, do some offense. Okay, there's always going to be specialty ways to mod a character, but I'll tell you what. I have a channel redemption. I have a channel redemption for a character review. Cash that in, and we'll stop the stream for it. You know, answering your question's one thing, but showing it to you, I don't want to stop the stream unless you do the channel point redemption. That's fair. I'll do it for that. But to answer you in brief, speed and health is what I have traditionally enjoyed. I like to have protection primary on arrow, cross, circle. I run crit damage triangle. At Relic 9, about 110,000 plus health, 220 plus thousand protection. You really do want him to be bulky because the point of his kit, at least insofar as we know him now, is he needs to survive long enough to ramp up those stacks of his unique buff. And then the fight takes care of itself, right? So I do have some decent offense secondaries built in. He's ramping, stuff like that. Okay, hey, Death's Helm did the character review. All right, I appreciate that. That's good sportsmanship. Good teamwork. We got you covered, man. All right, Lord Vader. Let's have a quick look at this. So as far as the character sheet goes, yeah, you know, high health, high protection. Again, this is Relic 9. You can use the C3PO bot on my Discord, many other Swugger community Discords, to compare what your character would look like at Relic 9, or vice versa. You can look up like a character of mine and see what it would look like down at Relic 5 and kind of scale off that. But the idea is, you know, fast, protection primary, some offense baked in is great, but high speed is the priority with that primary. Crit damage, speed, nice to have protection on the secondary along with some offense, considering that we're stacking protection otherwise. It's a nice move. You've got protection primary cross, again, some offense. The health is okay. It's all good for Lord Vader's life total, so I don't resent it. Likewise, protection circle, speed, health, great. The offense is there. Protection, offense, speed. You know, speed, protection. Now, you were asking about like potency. The reason folks worry about potency on Lord Vader is because of Dark Harbinger. Inflict buff immunity and healing immunity for 2 turns and deal physical damage to target enemy. These buffs can be resisted, so if you wanted to have high reliability on it, then you'd need to apply some potency. Fine. You can get it from Datacrons a lot of the time, so it's probably better to do that when Datacrons are in season that permit it. But where this matters is if you're going to do something like Lord Vader versus Jabba, because if you start that fight, you can open up with this ability instead of his Crush. Actually, no, you open up with his basic, because what you're going to apply dots regardless. Jabba's going to dispel that. Then you could do Crush. I mean, I think from the point of view of Maul, you would do middle from Lord Vader on his second turn. So basic first, middle second. The middle applies buff immunity. That's your first special that you're doing on Vader's second turn, so that's going to activate Maul. And then you do the middle, you dispel the taunt off of Kersantin, and it's buff immunity, right? Personally, I don't bother messing with that. I prefer to just, like, if I really wanted to do Lord Vader versus Jabba, I would just bring Thrawn and then Fracture and then take the taunt off of him and move on with my life type of way. Luminous says, looks like Aesop is waiting for you into the third round. Okay, man, that's what I expected. That's what I expected. But hopefully that answers your question. Let me catch up with the chat. Okay, it did answer. Good for you, Tellable. Good stuff. I think I missed another comment up there. Rearix says, Tass, do you think it's better to gear up for the new raid or get the Leviathan and 8 million GP in a Rhodium? Man, I can't tell you what you need to be competitive in that area. What I would say is consider your peers. Who are you matching up against? Are they also not having Leviathan? If it's part of the area that you're in where folks are not having Leviathan, or they're, you know, let's say all of you are missing one of the meta fleets and it just happens to be in your case that it's Leviathan, some of them are missing Profundity or something like that. Okay, fine. You might consider delaying that to go for for this new Lord Vader team. It's obviously going to matter. The stronger you can make them, the higher you'll be able to do in the raid, all that good stuff. But of course, Leviathan has to be part of the long-term story, right? So, just a matter of when, but I would make the decision based on where you are among your GAC peers. Hopefully that helps. All right. At least 12k attack to avoid timeout. Oh, Boss is saying on your Lord Vader, if you're doing it versus Jabba, you want to have at least 12,000 offense. I think that's incidental for me. I didn't specifically say like I needed to hit 12k, but I did deliberately try to stack as much offense as I could with respect to those other priorities. Again, the survivability and speed is most important because once the fight progresses, he kind of ramps his own damage and it takes care of itself. But that said, the more offense you give him in the beginning, the more throughput you get from the mastery game when you hit ultimate, and you just hit harder, faster, sooner. Still, it's lower priority than both speed and life total, I think. There you go. Outstanding. see here. Frozen Italiano says, I went to a new restaurant yesterday, had half a spicy chicken sandwich before my stomach started getting upset, so naturally I just had the other half and I am regretting it. You're a scientist, you have the soul of a scientist. What does this button do? And now you found out. Good stuff. Oh, you're very welcome, Talbot. Yeah. And that's the thing. The nice thing is, you know, I can justify the way to you why I've modded. If you see a different modding that you're curious about, you should reach out to the player and ask them to explain it. Make your own determination, because that's how I came up with a lot of my own personal preferences in modding. A lot of highly ranked players were kind enough to answer my questions, and I took the mix that I liked and applied it. So, good luck to you. Yeah, you're welcome, Ririk. Noel Cook says, Tacitix, since I started watching your stream, I've got 9-1. You're great. Hey, man, glad to hear that. Love to hear that, guys. It's really very much my pleasure to pass on the goodwill. Had a lot of folks help me over the years, help me raise my game, so very happy to pass that on. All right, so I think we've done our due for Lord Vader, yeah? Get back into this. All right, so we all know what we're doing here. If this is going to work at all, how are people doing Gungans versus this? You still rocking set 19? Are we going with the... We must be trying to rock the high turn meter, yeah? High turn meter? High armor penetration, light side, turn meter protection. I bet you this is the slapper. Oh, we probably... Do we want turn meter or do we want the amplify agony? Damn. Ooh. Think about that. Is it? Thoughts on Apo, says Luminix RXK. Yeah, I mean, he looks good, but this is... I usually reserve judgment, right? Just like if you were watching the video that me and the plotting and scheming guys did on each of the new Bad Batch characters as they were coming out, we looked at them for what they were, and it all looked good, right? But as we kept saying every step along the way until we got to Crosshair, you really can't understand just what we're dealing with until you have the fullness of the kit. The whole kit, the complete team kit. Because, and I strongly support them doing this, they're designing whole team kits and then dividing it amongst the crew on the team. So you can't really get the full picture. How does it look? It looks amazing. It looks like there's a lot of promise there. So I want to see how it comes together. It's surely going to be awesome because it's the new money thing to chase for us, right? So I think we'll all be there. You guys need to stop eating risky foods. Damn. Nasatix is our protagonist and Aesop is the antagonist. We can't speak ill of Aesop, man. He's just a fantastic dude and a first-rate opponent. You can't regret losing to him because while he's a Kraken that's got everything, he knows how to use everything. So he's not just sumo sitting on you. He's fighting you. Straight up. So Arj says, I've been using Gungans with 25% turn meter at start against Baylan's. That seems intuitive to me to go for. I think the armor penetration is probably the way. Yeah, because the Amplify Agony is nice, but I feel like if we don't get outside pretty early, we're in trouble, right? Yeah. It could be different against the top 5. I hear you, but I'm also inclined to go this way. I think this is right. Oh yeah, Aesop does some crazy stuff. If you've seen past streams of mine fighting him, there's also the odd time that I think I hosted him fighting Sasha Aisha. We hosted them together here on the stream once. You'll have to look that one up on my YouTube. But just a first-rate dude and very devious. His back wall is usually the stuff of legend. Pogo asks, hey Tass, thoughts on R9 Dengar for punishing one? Yeah, I like it. It's all about when, right? This is going to be my answer perennially to all you guys' single one-off questions. Tass, do you think X character is worth R8? Tass, do you think X character is worth R9? And the answer is, as opposed to what? What's the next highest priority you've got? That's always the relevant consideration. Okay. So the fight's pretty intuitive. Okay, let's see how it goes. All right. If we die, we die. We get to do a little science. We've been afforded some latitude. Personally, my favorite part is how we took 25% turn meter and then have been busy doing not a whole hell of a lot. If we dispel this, it's bad? Thinking bonus turn meter. I mean, it can't be good to hold on to this. Plus, there's not a ton of us for us to dispel right now. But my gut feeling is that... Who is it that we should kill first? I feel like we call on to you. You do have advantage. You do have the thing, but I really, really, really want to mark you so I can kill you. Okay, so far so good. Kick the shit out of him. Get him. I think we do this anyway. Yep. Get him. X gonna give it to you. What? Pass to him, I guess. They're all kind of low turn meter. Then at least I can shake your buffs. Start going after you. Something like that. Feel too bad. You're not really buffed up. It's not that great. Something else. We get him? Yeah, that's the one. Call him back now, you hear? Alright. Not blinded, right? Okay, good. Maybe I just kill you now. For my next trick, I shall kill you. Oh, and our playlist died. Take it back off, boys. Alright, we're looking strong. Fields up. Wow, so this worked really well. Keep that in mind. I bet you the bastard did that to mine. But 65, you can't ask for better. Oh, okay. No worries, Shake. It's all good, man. It's all good. Decepticons. Hey, Tass, how's it going? You check out the new map on zombies. First of all, it's going well. No drops so far. Things are looking pretty solid, guys. I feel good. I feel good about it. So, as far as the zombies map, yes, I have checked it out. It's stunning. I love it. I heard that the Easter egg's already solved. I haven't gotten into it. I'd love to get into it with some friends later. That would be fun. I like doing the Easter egg on these maps with a group of people, not with randos. But it is a visually stunning map. It's huge. Love it a lot. It looks great. Then leveling up that new gun, the Kilo, on there, that is a fun weapon, man. And the new double tap perk they just added. Basically, I don't think you need to run rapid fire on any gun that you'd run it on. I think you can just take like more the overpressured for more bullet damage, stuff like that. But I'm excited. Good changes to the game recently. Botafogo says, I'm in Kyber 1. Which of the Executor pilot relics is of greatest priority for maxing out relics? By the way, I've got everything except new marquees, just as a reference to where I am in this game. Endgame light spender. My guess would be out of the pilots that you're most likely to have on the front wall for an Executor fleet, probably Razor Crest is the most important. Most important to not die quickly. After that, I'd probably say Punishing One, then Xanadu, then Houndstooth. Houndstooth is an important Relic 9, but if I was doing it all at right now, if I had all 4 of those Bounty Hunter ships at Relic 8, the first one I would probably take to 9 is Razor Crest, and then Punishing One. Probably then Houndstooth, and then Xanadu. Xanadu at Relic 9 is important, but the big, the survivability gain is small, and Xanadu is a lower priority most of the time than Punishing One. You could move that around. Hopefully that gives you a sense of what I'm thinking. But like, it's important that Razor Crest doesn't get quickly popped out. Really? Bubble says, since I mentioned DMX, fun story, I was actually able to go to a sermon from him in Arizona. What was he sermonizing on? Was he some type of pastor later on? Didn't hear about that. That's right, Decepticons. Things that need to die. Delightful. I don't think I pulled that off. I think we had Dagger on here last week, and one of his fights, it didn't work, I want to say. So we're all pleasantly surprised. Yeah, you're welcome, Bodo. No problem. River Phoenix, how goes the JC? Flawless so far. He said moments before his, absolute demise. Okay, Imperial Remnant, yeah? So you need Dispels. Not Imperial Remnant, Inquisitorius. So I think we need survivability. 1, 2. These are protection modded characters. For the sake of Riva's just gonna have a bad time. I don't think I have something that's... This is actually a respectable cron for our purpose. Tank Revive is worthless to us, though, in terms of Doom. Stacking offense isn't bad. Action, armor penetration, crit damage. Not bad fun. 24% protection. How about health-wise? What do you got? Tank Revive. No dice. Turn meter, armor penetration, crit damage, health. This is the GG cron, which I will not be needing, because I've already committed to not using GG, yeah? That's cool. I think we'll do that. Ryrock says, so my opponent saved 8 to 12 GLs for offense as I thought he would. I set 7 of my HGLs on defense along with my top B teams like Nubo, Traya, R9 Qui-Gon to counter it. I did granted last night, only dropped 1 battle. You got 75 banners total and called it good. Nice job. Aragon Bromson says, thanks for entertaining me on my drive home from work. I enjoy listening in. Glad to hear that, man. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Safe drive home. All right. Last time I did this and failed, I opened with ability block. Is that the wrong move? They don't have an AoE dispel, yeah? There's no Aj or something like that. Maybe we torture first to be buffed up. And then go with the AoE, something like that. Yeah, really glad to hear, Ryrock, that the scouting went well. I swear by it, man. I mean, there's multiple ways to win at this game. You've seen people like Fatal, just set a brutal defense, and then he doesn't scout. He's just got his offensive stuff reserved. He knows matchups well enough that he can rotate things, call audibles, and be okay. That's too cavalier for me. I like the scout. I like the study. It's very fun for me. And then you have, high efficiency players. Anybody, many viable play styles to be at the top of the game. Got to find what you like and stick to it. Build it up. Yeah. Did I win yet, says Piranelli. Arj says, he's still going, Piranelli. You can't rush a masterclass. Hey! Osley says, best 3 counters for Amidala. Saw. Great Mothers. JMK? Something like that. Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing. If we let you guys go, is it bad? The short answer is yes. You being tortured can't be bad for us. Okay, we just resisted some stuff. What do we do with you? Yeah, I mean, seems obvious. We'll do that. Okay. Now we have to kill you quickly. If we don't special here, it threatens Riva. I've been doomed by greed before. We do there's no purge here, so we don't want to waste that. We're gonna only proc those, but ooh, we almost got it. Oh, give it to me. We're gonna hit with this one. This is a good one. Stay on target. Full cooldowns or armor shred? Probably better to raise our cooldown. Probably Hulk Smash through Morgan at this point. No need to use the middle. I don't need the purge. Nice. Stun here. Okay. Or, just slap the shit out of you. Take the basic there. Nice. There's an AoE soon to come out from 2, which is gonna hurt. There it is. Okay, they haven't killed her yet. Okay. Stay with us, girl. Okay. Kill this DTP, please. Not now, but right now. Okay. Go with that armor shred. 65. Okay, so the difference, I think, is the torture was good. The torture was good. Torture was the right move. I felt that. It was a lot different than when I did this last week. That's right, Rock. Getting to the top takes time and patience. Man, longtime fans of the stream know. When this Erodium bug started more than a year ago, I was in the top bracket, and then I had like a bad 1-2 streak, and it pushed me into the top 50. The Erodiums that flooded in. And then I had like a 2-1, and then I had another 1-2 streak after that, and then it dropped me outside of the top 100, and it was kind of a yo-yo over the last year. So you're not kidding. Like especially with the Erodiums, it's a long journey. But that's why I knew as soon as this Erodium thing was kind of here to stay, at least, foreseeable future. Focusing on the play, focusing on enjoying, making the show, with you guys. Oh crap, I see I've got a DM I gotta check in. Ah! Fantastic. Catch you soonish. Okay. Yeah, probably going to get together with Aesop later today to make the Set 21 Datacron video, and then fight him tomorrow. It's going to be great. Henry Riemann says, what's up, Tass? How you doing? We are doing well. This means that now I get to apply Slacker. This was 65. This was 65. And Slacker gets to go on Sav Traya. Tough to complain. Who is it that needs to die first? Keep that in mind. Okay, so these get marked green. But anyway, it's been flawless so far. So I think we're on the right track. I am a little worried about Fugitive Omega. We'll see how that goes. So these should be mostly. What was this one gonna be? Gas. I'm down. I'm down. Armor penetration, surely. This one will do. Okay. Oh. Here, I'm gonna get dropped out real quick. My guild put out the notes for TB stuff to deploy, so let me do my sub part, Yeah, reloading. Nice. All right, I'm actually going to take a couple minutes break because I'm out of coffee. Can use a moment to stretch the legs, and then we'll get right back in with gas onto Saw Nest, see how that one goes. Let's see. Oh, a couple more chat questions. Depressed Wampa, do you plan to make a mod guide series for the new Bad Batch? I love your guides. Well, first of all, thank you so much, man. I'm glad. I put a lot of love into them. If only you knew how many takes I do on some of these to make it something where I'm happy to release it just right, just once. And thank you for the feedback. But yeah, the new Bad Batch I will do probably very soon. I do have to get through the rest of Traya and Friends. It's good because I'm talking with a lot of other players right now, making sure I've got my story straight. I want to offer you guys a reasonably. The idea behind the mod guys is it's the most good for the most situations, right? Like, hopefully your own experience tells you over time where you want to deviate from something like what you see in my mod guides. But I'm trying to give it to you where you got something solid. It's going to be good pretty much anywhere type of thing. That's what we're going for. Do we have stats on the next Datacron set or just 369s? If you watch my Datacron set guide videos, I try to put a table at the end with some of the, what me and Aesop will see as the must-see TV, you really should check these Datacrons out. And we do put in the 369 and the suggested stat to go for with that. So we'll be sure to give that to you. That's there. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. That's right, Arj. I am a solid guildmate. You got to do right. Got to do right by your guild. All right. See you guys in a minute. Got to fuel up. Appreciate your patience. Thanks for tuning in. All right, we're back. And it looks like we just finished an ad set, so nice timing. All right, let's get back into it. Top side. Off. Hit him with the gas. Now, there's always a trick here. Ooh, this might be smart. Be something. We consider this or the. Yeah, it's a foregone. I don't think I want to run with that bolt. I'm gonna go like that. I think that's. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay. Make with the dispel. On. Can you stop taking all of the turns? All the same to you? Okay. I go like this. No buffs to do. Oh. Okay. Who to kill first? Armor shred maybe here. Fuck, that was stupid of me. Right, the thing. So the basic is going to be the key. But our turn leader's unfavorable to do anything else but hit him. That was the right move. Sure of it. Now we need his basic to finish the fight. Gas's basic can't be. Ole! Got him. Okay. Fugitive Omega. Let's go with Sith. I did manage to re-roll that last little smidge of offense off the Kron. Ah, that's right. I don't have it for this week. I have it for next week. But that thing's like 90-something%. Real beast. Real beast. Yeah, my gas is smacking. If you guys haven't seen my gas, check it out. If you haven't seen my guide on the gas 501st, it's worth checking out. Man, I love that team. I put a lot of love into Gas over the years. He's one of my very favorites. One of my very favorites. Jake says, why am I getting the sense this guy made Gas easier, not harder? Gas does well here. Yeah. By adding who? Why am I getting the sense? Oh, by adding Nest. I don't know who would really, I'm trying to think who's really going to put a stop to Gas's business. And I don't know. I don't know that anybody really makes a difference. Sorry to say, buddy. Yeah. Thank you, Rock. Well done. Arj says, this is a great performance so far, Task. Great job. Hey, you know I'm always having a plan. It is nice when it does work out, though. I will say. All right, let's see what we do here. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. Love this clocking. To this day, still enjoy having Malgus, or Malik faster than Malgus, faster than DR. Sure, so I guess we have to kill you. It's not... Well, see, here's... Don't need the heat. So what do we want to do? I think we'll go with the lightning. Tenacity up is a problem. If it fails to apply on her, the secondary one from the spread doesn't work. DR gets to go now? Ahead of her or not? Kind of looking more like nah. Okay, that's good. That's a good part. You're making it difficult for me. I don't want to do the middle if there's those. Yeah, put the extra fear out. Basic, proc the fear, proc the stagger. Still no shock. But do we do it now? Not really. I don't think so. Stick with the basic. Smack her down. Alright, we force the captive. Stage 1. No shock to trigger. Basic? I don't think we're going to do it. Nothing, no reason to put up the Dispel. I can do this AoE to get taunt back up onto Malik. Finally have shock to work now. Let's at least roll that. Okay, things are looking rough for our man over there. And she's back up in full. Probably going to be helpful to try and kill anybody. She can only be saved the one time by that. That is the good news. So if we can force captive for each one of these, got a little over 2.5 minutes. Come on, that is one. You're going to give it to me, yeah? Okay, that's one. Okay, but he's set. New fear, and now we can actually make a run at her. Do we have dunk on time? Just the basic, yeah. Nope, not on time. No shock to trigger. I gotta go for the kill, though. We've already got enough fear on deck, so that's gonna be fine. 2 minutes to win it. Yeah, we can't force you to be out of taunt. Do this. Blind you. Shock you. Fear you. Follow up. Have it. Fine, you're fine. We're all fine. How are you? Oh god, please stop. Okay, so the taunt is unfortunate, but the dispel is timely. Followed by fear. Capture, part 2. Dunkatron 5000, capture, part 3. Look at the heal. So robust. It's gonna be my first time one-shotting this. Yeah, if you've never turned out to the stream before, boy, do you think I'm godlike today. This is one of the good ones. All right. 65. All right, that's a nice one. So that one worked the plan. That was the next most worrisome fight. AML here seems like it would be more fun than anything else. So this one's going to be riskiest next, I think. What is it? Mandalorian. I like her in the second slot, so I can never mistake putting the Beskar on someone else. You know, she can't put it on herself, so it's impossible to fat finger and put it on the person in the second slot instead of the. So in case you're wondering. That I would UBA. All this even necessary? Because it's not like it's double attacker, it's just Malgus is the one dude, right? High health we want. Perfectly acceptable. The turn meter's interesting. Does that mean that we go for the greed? If she's going to get kicked off, does that mean we try to do third? He could ignore taunt and unhurt. Yeah, I don't think we do. He's going to be faster. We'll run it like that. This is what 23 hours of scouting looks like. Man, you all the patrons know I was sweating this one. So honestly, it looks really clean, but I had to work to read this scout, man. If you would play any game with this consistency, you could be number 2 or even 1. I appreciate that game. I'm going for number 1 on this game. I have finished a season as high as rank 2. I need to finish a season as high as rank 1, and then I will make a special petition to CG to grant me the title for it. That has long since been removed. But you can't even ask if you didn't qualify back then, right? I lost to this GAC counting error. So annoying, says Tommy. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You're not the only one I've heard about having that. That's right, Ryrock. It is nice when it's all clicking, coming together. Well, it's inconsistent, right, Arj? This banner missing issue. If it's missing for somebody, it's not necessarily missing for me. I don't know if anybody's been looking at my actual banner count as we've been going to see if that's been screwing up, but yeah. So what is it? Link these two and just roll, yeah? Link our mans. And we'll just take the 2. Take the money and run. Be greedy. Okay, fine. That. Malgus crit. We'll take that. No need for the special right now. One more. Ah, he went to... This guy. This guy. Okay. Yeah, and he's Stone Age our cooldown, so I could delay it a turn to try and get the protection back, but I think that I'll just rely on the armor, because this needs to stop. Would we not? This is tea with the coffee-based support. Okay, scary parts are mostly over, he said, moments before confidently dying. Good. I guess we'll take you. Take. You're kind of a problem of health. I guess what I'll do is sap your protection and then link you later and delete you. Well, maybe not. We'll see. See if you survive that long. Yep. That is supposed to be a traditional risk to this counter. That ability block, that can be a bad time. Yeah, we can definitely sink this now. Just somebody. Okay. Are the stats available on the next Datacron set? Surely they must be, because the Datacrons are already in the game, yeah? So here you go. Stats. There you go. On the low levels, well, whatever. You can see the quantities, but the stats on this set are crit damage, potency, health, protection, crit chance, armor penetration, and tenacity. Okay. See the quantities here. As far as alignments go, yeah, this is what Aesop and I are going to go over in the video. But we'll talk about which ones are the standouts from this. We'll break all these down. So we got Sith, Rebel Fighter, Bad Batch, and Separatist here. Yep. Lots of level 9s. There's actually quite a few interesting level 9s in this set, more so than usual. So it will all be covered. I should have had 819 now. Oh, I'm getting screwed up. Tommy's running the math. Thank you, Tommy. Oh, did Pill show up in the chat? Did I miss that? We scroll up. I don't think so. Well, Pills, if you're here, hey, what's going on? Where are you guys? Everybody's saying hi to Pills, but I didn't see him. My bad. Anyway, Pills, good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Good to see you, man. Yeah, told everybody about your very kind gesture, which went out to the Wolf. So helping out a content creator. Hopefully he enjoys using that Omega bot. We'll see. We'll see how he likes it. Fresh black French press coffee. Okay, anyway. We've spoken about this. Let's go back in. AML for this one. Foresight doesn't. Just Jolie to be covered in case of the Forbidden, I guess. And we will take the Jedi Cal Kron. Not the highest protection one I have by a long shot, but I actually want the Quick Smite. Because I think we're going to put the fight down soon. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that we've got this, I'm losing a whole bunch of banners, which is just as well that I'm trying to be so clean, because if it came down to it, would be pissed to lose because of this. Would be pissed. And if I'm clean, both myself and Ryrock can rest assured that, the result was not because of this bug. Trying to be clean. You can all have peace of mind. All right. Got an ad set we're working to finish up here. Soon. By the way, if you're new to the stream and you're not on my Discord, here's the link to it. You want to be in touch, you want to find out when I'm going live, that's the place to do it. All right, we're back. Go ahead and run this. You would ideally be doing probably up here or mass. Stone Age you then? Always traditional. Yeah. If we dispel him, that's like fear for a whole bunch of us. It's not really the droid I'm looking for. Come on, one more. Stay on target. Fear is incoming. Okay. That's Brevins going on. Need it. Okay, that's good. Helpful. I really want to stay in this stance. We can cleanse off. Man. We don't have the repose though. Up him. I will need to switch back. Fine. Alright, but we get the trade here, yeah? Yes. That's gonna make a fear. Whatever. Yeah, we're along. And there's the revive. Just in time. Deuces. Deuces, gooses. Yep. Is there any way to do banners on? Not really, I don't think. Take the money and run. 63. Nice. Nice. Okay. Smooth. What was the sea fight? Banners. You look questionable. What did I get on that for banners, though? 61, I think. Something like that? Was that right? Either way. I think Tommy in the chat's saying that I'm getting robbed, so. Alright, last but never least, Slacker. Well, I need to decide who needs to be stunned first. I can ignore taunt, right? So if I could stun anybody and make them go away, who would it be? Malik for the drain threat, but Nihilus really for the stun, right? And then I could just double swipe twice, have the confidence that he's still on lock. Is that it? Then come back in with... So it's like, stun him, swipe, use Foo, pass to Slacker, swipe, use Hux, reset, swipe, then on Slacker's next turn, stun Nihilus again if he's still around, yeah? Something like that. Oh, 57. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, guys. I'll correct the spreadsheet. Thanks. I had to just ballpark it. Thank you. We'll keep the accounting honest. At least for what it should have been. Because, yeah. Tommy says, yeah, I've been robbed of 20 banners so far, and there's no drops. Beef Hot Pockets asks, wait, are we saying there's a banner calculation issue? Because that would absolutely explain why my total banners didn't agree to my own calculations. Yes, there is an issue. CG acknowledged it here yesterday. They put out an announcement saying they're aware. Deuces, see you Monday. They'll take a look at it. They'll start work on it on Monday. In the meantime, you and your round 2 and your round 3, that's just whatever it is. So hopefully they do a make good for that, but yeah. Yeah, gamer saying don't mess up on ships at all. That's really the trick, isn't it, Frank? All right, what is it that we need most urgently? Armor penetration to end the fight ASAP? Oh, this is a monster for this purpose, yeah? Oh, yeah. That's hideous. Turn meter isn't necessary. They have reactive turn meter set 20. What is the nature of their set 20? Super high prot. Okay. Respect. We should still be good. Alright, I'm gonna try and stunt Nihilus then. Oh, okay, I haven't been robbed? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I mean, just as well. This feels like it's the right thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye-bye. 6. Wow. Pretty insane. And the full true damage, boom, 245k to the face for the 60. Fantastic. Wow. Just had to take our time and map it all out and play it out. 1394. Probably my finest squad score this season. Fortunately. Okay, so look at that. Alright, Executor with Houndstooth. Leviathan for us. Leviathan, maybe I actually move. Okay. And then his own Malevolence thing. Yeah, crap. Alright, let's think about how that works then. That's not going to be easy. The easiest way to deal with Leviathan would be Leviathan, which puts me at risk for Executor. I do have Profundity, but I don't know how good Profundity is against Executor anymore. Guess we'll have to see. The alternative would be Profundity against Leviathan. There are risks with that. And if we fail there, we have a serious problem. So I think it needs to be Leviathan, sure. Which implies I need to look up sweet stuff. Wrong button. Reflex. You know what I'm really not seeing a lot of? Yeah, there you go. There's Profundity. Talk to me, Goose. What do you got? Can we just sort this by win rate? Is there hope? Hold on. No cleanups. Let's make a couple. Thank you. Yeah, this ain't gonna do it. Probably should have had Profundity on. Wait a minute. I think I do have Profundity on D. Oh, that's better. Okay, so I don't even have to do that. What does that mean? Well, we'll keep that. Deselect you. purely Leviathan works, that's fine, but what about... Yeah, like this. That's what I was thinking. Some type of Tarkin-related shenanigans. I think I'm willing to try. Alright, give me another quick minute just to check on my daughter. I think I hear her getting into something. I'll give that a quick check. So, I'll be right back. Yeah, see, the Striker... Yeah, Striker saying Profundity versus Leviathan is fine, but you need Mark 6. Which I do have. But I need to check what his composition is likely to be. It could be a red herring. I need to know whether or not that matters. Fantastic, says Gamer. I like that. I like that. There's a t-shirt. That's a mug right there. I like that. All right. Be right back, folks. Appreciate you. All right, we're back. Thank you for your patience. So, yeah, I have Profundity on defense. So it's Leviathan, Negotiator, and an Empire fleet. Something like that. So I want to say an Empire fleet here, right? Going to try Tarkin, I think. Because he's likely to have this down. He's going to have Fast Mark 6. I should be okay, Leviathan mirror-wise, regardless. Have I seen... Was it him that pulled it off? I've seen somebody do. Yeah, this is how it's done, this composition, I think. There it is. There it is. A 68. How is this to be done? We must have done this in TW at some point. How would it work? Let's see. Any of the other. Not sure who I should hit first, but I'm going to have to make a commitment. Special on Houndstooth and basic. Basic with the tie advanced on punishing one is what Shake is saying. Nah, I appreciate it. I don't run this. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh, shit. The ads just kicked off. That's super my bad. I think I can stall this out long enough. Let's see. Might not need the help. So he said special on Houndstooth. Basic on punishing. And the mass. Good. Who is it that we bring in first then? It must be Biden. Just something's telling me we bring in Iden and we basic, right? We save the stun for another turn. Isn't that it? Is that not it? Special. On. Dispel. Nobody has breach. That's got to be something we're meant to exploit. Focus now on punishing one. Dead moments before dying. Stun here then. Waited. Got breach down, so this isn't gonna dispel properly. It's probably just basic, I guess. Buff up. Natural choice. Heal yourself, surely. See that buff immunity's down. That's an opportunity to burst, right? Yeah. That could be it. Come on now. Don't short me. Don't play me. Gotta just hit him with the basic. Got the defense, penetration, all of it. Now this part is butts. Who needs to die first? I mean, you're usually... But here's the thing. If I hit you, you can double tap, and at least you're not going to double tap. But one of these is clearly worse than the other. This has to be the right call. Anything else feels like it would be pretty bad. Now, neat opportunity here. Get to Dispel, Mark, Xanadu, because I think when you can, Xanadu's the one you want to go for. We're going to give him the Mark. Oh, Jake's saying I should go for P1 first, so hopefully this doesn't bite me. We'll soon find out. You can call you... What is it that we do here? I could silence you, and then you're just some dodo. Silence could be good against Boba when he comes out. Let's just go for damage. Seems like the right call. We're so close. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Basic. Wrapping. Almost. Stay on target. Nice. Nice. We're almost there. We're almost there to ultimate. We could remove the stun. Gotta try and put this thing down quick. Reinforcement might come in time. Save it. Boy, that's a tough ship. Alright, so... not the finest. You still have to kill this quickly. Ah, this is a good one. Good timing. Hey, and the finish. Solid. Thanks for some of those notes, Shake. I appreciate that. That worked out. Rioric says, I like that all the fleets are useful now, except maybe home one. Yeah, one day. One day we'll get that red one. You know, the goodness will be with us. Okay, so the path is pretty clear now, right? Negotiator, then Leviathan Mirror. That worked out really well. Oh, crap. What were the banners there? Somebody help me out. Sorry about that. Who is it that we run? I did it. The water. Because Anakin's going to start with Valor anyway. But it's not going to kill him. Having you here, having you here, having you here. There's no way I'm going to need 3 reinforcements. This should be sufficient. 64, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Sweetness, how you doing? Come to steal my water now that you've already stolen all of my brownies? Goodbye, precious thief. Tricks. That was super fun. 64. More banners, but it works. Okay. I think I did this last round and didn't completely bomb it, so we're going to go for that. It should work out. I feel like you're taking all the RNG for when I go live. Hey, happy to be of service, my friend. This is going to be a stun if I hit you. Yeah, that'll be a mass assist. Mass assist. There's not a lot of winners there, but I'd rather this than anything else. Okay. You don't have Valor, so that's not going to be guaranteed to get rid of anything. Do this. Mass assist on Spy, right? Okay. Nice. Here we... give him the big hit. Almost there. Stay on target. Could maybe even go for the flow. Probably need to go for the flow. Ooh. Yeah, I could have actually hit the summoned unit. Then done the heal with Marauder. And then done the heal with flow. Would have been a 74. Not the end of the world. Slight imprecision. Okay, now, I guess I'm just going to approach this like you would in Fleet Arena. Right? It's 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I don't need to be that picky, but in the worst case, you take this, and in the best case, you take SAS. That's right, don't be greedy. That's right. Frozen says, ooh, fucked up my Executor mirror match, but you still cleared. I think you'll be okay since you one-shot everything else. Good luck to you. Best of luck. That's right, Cosley. I'm not going to be greedy. We've been humbled before. Not today. We're going to get this, yeah? Wow, that Empire fight was cool. All right, are we the lucky winner or are we the lucky loser? Yes, that was flat out. It's fine. I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine. Very good. Somebody's blowing you. too much that one. Guess this. Sacrificial lamb. Goes whatever. Pass. Yep. Okay. Mark 6, call in basic. And strong. Got it. One for the banners here. Have it, bud. I wouldn't even call Sass. You don't need to. Don't think we'll get to do another middle with Fury, but it's okay. I'm not mad. Where we at? 71 is just fine. Okay, so I should have paid it out a while ago because we pay that out after squads, but the unders have it today. So the vast majority, if you believed in the cause, and you will be richly rewarded. News prediction. The unders have it. Thank you for your vote of confidence. And of course, GG, the Rockstar. Been a long time, my good man. Win or lose, it looks like I'm 2-1 at the worst this week, so see you in week 3, very likely. All right, appreciate it. Thank you, Arj. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and review everything. Get ready to raid out. Arj, I know you said you're going to start up your stream soon, so make ready and I'll raid into you when I'm all set. But if you missed the early part of the stream, I did cover how Rockstar was going through my defenses live at the time. So go back to the start of the VOD to see that. Progress through, but as a brief summary, no drops up top. We had a drop each on Cere, Malicos, Fulcrum with Maul, and Queen Amidala. And in the back, had one drop on Traya, Lord Vader. But the real surprise today was the double drop on Fleet, on both Executor and Malevolence. What are you doing? Sunday is what that says. Saturday, yes, that's right. That says to do. To do. Oh. It's pink. We? What's we? Saturday. Sunday. Saturday. We're practicing our words with our core board. Precious sweetness. All right, Daddy needs a couple minutes to wrap up the stream and raid out. Need just a couple more minutes in. But yes. I cannot be doing practice with this in this moment. In 5 minutes, sweetness. All right. As far as my attacks go, let's take a quick look. All right. Against Ahsoka Tano, Exile Ezra, General Syndulla, Huyang, and Fulcrum. We went in with Leia, Drogon, R2, Jin, and Raditz, 65. Against Slacker, Dark Ray, Hux, Faust, and Red, we went in with Bane Sass, 64. Against Ray, Swolo, Zalbar with the Omicron, Cal, and Xeris, we went in with, I didn't write this in, JMK Cat, Mace, Snips, and Padme for 65. Really love Mason there for the ability block and the control on Ben. I want to say, if he got one use of Special 2 off, that was it. And then against Jabba, Chrysanthemum Bausch, Embo, and Cad Bane, Aphra, BT1, 000, HK, and B2 for 60. In the back, against Savage, Traya, Nihilus, Malik, and Talon, we had Slacker available. So Slacker, Dark Ray, Hux, Fu, and Faust, 65. Against Baylan, Shin, Marok, Kira, and Hondo. Had to try it since we had the latitude. Went in with full Gungans with a set 20 turn meter cron. They still were kind of out ahead of us anyway. But we went quickly enough and we just immediately punked out Shin. Right from there, I knew we were going to be okay. 65 banners. And against Great Mothers with Morgan, Marin, Night Trooper, and DTP. Went in with Reva, this time with a cron that had some bulk on it, but critically, I used Torture on the first turn with GI instead of the ability block. Was very much more satisfied with that outcome. Go back and see for yourself, but I feel like we had just a completely different handle on that fight, just with that one opening move. All right, top side. Against Cere, Malikos, RJT, 9th, and crew, we went in with C, Arm, GBA, and Set for 57 banners. Against Fugitive Omega, Mercenary Hunter, Mercenary Wrecker, Crosshair, and Wrecker, OG Bad Batch Wrecker, Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder. It took a while. That went down in the last minute and a half, something like that. So it took a while to get done, but it ended up being a 65. You basically have to kill the first target you kill twice, and then the dominoes start to fall. But really great control afforded, all the TMR, all the debuffs, all the stuff that they've got going debuff-wise. Malgus doesn't care about that. It was nice. I enjoyed it. We did almost lose Malik at one. All right, and against Saw, Luthen, Kyle, Krex, and Nest. Yeah, Gas 501st, 61 banners. It looked good. It proved good. The key to killing Nest is the unavailable first part of Gas's basic, because that was the Smuggler Crumb. And then in Fleet, yeah, it's been a while since I've had to do it, but Executor was down with Hound's Tooth, and I went in with Executrix. And thank you to Shake in the chat and others who are responding on it, because I had to recall bits and pieces from memory about how best to handle the fight. But 64 banners at the end of the day. It was not a priceless work of art, but a one-shot. Leviathan went in with the Mirror. We did lose the initial coin flip, but in the end, got out our Scimitar, took control of the fight. All good, 71. Malevolence with the 3 Geos starting, so he mirrored the same comp I went with on defense, and I went in with Negotiator, 73 banners. And that is how it was done today. All right, yes, we are on to Aesop Rock. That's right, we're going on to the raid boss himself, so we're getting ready here. All right, before we go ahead and raid on out to our boy Arj, my patron, I dare say a protege, not only in Grand Arena, but as a streamer, we want to support him. So before we raid on out, first, if you missed it, there's the link to my Discord. If you're not already part of the community, hop on in, join us. Next, of course, if you're used to watching me, I'm here live, twitch.tv/Tassinix. Also simulcasting now on my YouTube as well, Tassinix Gaming, if you haven't been there. I also have some other Slugger-related content on my YouTube channel that I think you might be interested in. Got the Datacron set guides on set 20, and I'm, within the next couple hours here, gonna go meet with Aesop Rock, #1 Grand Arena player in the world, to record the Datacron set 21 guide, so look for that in the very near future. Got stuff like my GAC Omicron tier list video, the how-to mod series, parts 1 and 2, a whole bunch of little odds and ends, the mod guide series, of course, in itself. And it's also a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal. We break down our exploits in the last week of Grand Arena, in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We tell you how we dealt with the meta matchups, our favorite attack and defense of the week, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else that's worth sharing. That is also, native to Spotify. That's where the podcast lives, but it does get rebroadcasted over to YouTube. Wherever you find it, though, and, if any of my content on YouTube you enjoy, please do give it a like, hit subscribe to see more. And, yeah, wherever you see that podcast episode, you can plug the link in the description to whatever your preferred podcast program is and follow us there. Aside from all that, if you've really enjoyed everything and you want to go above and beyond, liking and subscribing, which is perfectly enough, by the way, you are, of course, available to do so. There's a few ways. First is my Cash App. Let's see, that is $Tassinix. I do have a PayPal, that is tassinix@gmail.com. But if you want to get some improved scouting powers, early access to some of my content, and of course, the ability to hang out with me and a whole bunch of the other Grand Arena fanatics that populate my server, you'll have to check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upperly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest to you. $5 a month gets you into the TAS House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming podcast, which is coming out Fridays at 8 a.m. My patrons are getting it as early as Tuesday night, within hours of us recording, so you have that edge on the first round of the week. You also get early access to the Datacron set guide videos, and of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where you will usually find me lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Deadpool Cow 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Johnny B. Ottawa, Miasmal, Mus Ross, Rays Malbus, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog47, Jake23501, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to OmegaBot. At the start of every one of my streams, I show an OmegaBot report on my opponent. No other tool gives you such a powerful, at-a-glance sense of what your opponent's about, offensively and defensively. Anybody can use it for free to scout the last week of their opponent's history, but patrons can pull a custom report with any number of weeks. You also get a downloadable HTML version of the report with links that you can click that go right back into swugga.gg or Insight, so you can drill down on the fights you're really interested in. Saves you even more time. Thank you so much to Dobby, Eshsotnikam, Ploon, Snack Attack, and Striker. And then moving on up to VIP Access Premium, this is $15 a month for the Double Bot Bundle. Some have said the greatest value bundle in all of Swugga. Why? Because it's Patreon access to me, to OmegaBot, and to Hot Utils, the #1 tool for your mass mod management and loadout creation. With a couple of clicks, you can move between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can comprehensively remod your roster like TJ and Fatal do. You can slice through a backlog of mods that you've been sitting on for months in seconds, to say nothing of all the powerful TW functionality for your guild. Thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Duckstab, Dark Hug, Rickfrack Paddywhack, General Milan, Ivanek, Kev, Hills, Twig, Saldag, Sir Boss, Sophis, The Lost Womprat, Wilco, and Zoltre. And at the top of the list, in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This guy pops into stream from time to time and goes nuts with it. Hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies. He's done it just a couple weeks ago. He's done it before that. He'll probably do it again. Just stick around. But regardless, thank you so much, my man, for the incredibly generous support over the years. And of course, last but never least, our special thanks. Come on, scroll down, mouse wheel. I think this mouse is starting to die on me. All right, first up is to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters way back in the day, bought me the mic I'm speaking to you on right now, and even though he has long since quit the game, we wish him well from the other side. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do, whether it's refilling this scalding hot cup of black coffee for me throughout this stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing apart our home brick by brick as I'm trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, as always, it's a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. I learn from you guys every week. Hopefully you learn from me from time to time, but I just have to say, appreciate the hell out of you guys making yourselves available week in, week out, despite your busy work and family schedules. And yeah, you know, our community really enjoys the show. I get a lot of great feedback, great conversation around it. You guys are a critical part of that success, and I wouldn't change a thing. Thank you. All right, it's time to go. Let's get back over to Arj. I am the Arj. Where you at, my man? Setting him up. There it is. All right, making ready to raid to our friend, our patron, and now fellow content creator, Arj. Let's get ready to roll on over. Thank you all for tuning in. Really fun match. Gotta really scout deep here on Aesop for round 3. Gonna be wild. So, you know, I'm already met my expectations, hoping to go 2-1 on the week. We'll see if I can't actually make the dunk. I have defeated Aesop before. It wouldn't be the first time, but it is rare, so I'm gonna have to work for it. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.
Straight into it.